Welcome! It is time to start as we are in the midst of our heated battle here on Issyrla with our Viking insanity as we have come from the hidden village that has been extricated by various cold breath dragons, zombie-like things, troll-like things, and we have made deals and pacts with beings of chaos, storm, lightning, and death itself before coming here, where we had a negotiation between the large population coming from Skodfell and a mass of clans representing the various towns in and around this part of Issyrla. The major concern and topic was that there was not enough food and game to go around to support the mass of people, and either our current characters could leave with their village or be killed as far as the other towns are concerned. But with negotiations, they claimed they could help rid the area, or at least curb the population of monstrosities and terrible beasts, and in exchange that they could receive some aid now and a right to hunt and exist and roam around these plains. Just as they were asked to prove themselves, Azariah had wanted to demonstrate their power and formed a blood whip. The smell of blood going through the air, kind of attracting very quickly a waiting and hunting enormous worm that burst from the surface. As this occurred, it turned out the hill that our characters had chosen was not quite a hill, rather a hill mimic that began to try to eat some of the leaders and their guards. Thus, our combat ensued, and we are right in the midst. Remember, in chat, you can send some inspiration and some good luck, all those types of things. And of course, we're introducing a new character, a Memory, who's going to start us off. So, with that, Memory, it is your turn. What would you like to do? I think first of all, we see Memory probably dashing from the bushes very quickly, running up and around the hills, both mimic and whatnot. What is their intent? You can also introduce their look a little bit. Give us as much description as you'd like.
Memory is really they're really frantic. They didn't expect this to happen, so their hair is all disheveled. They have purple hair and gray, dark tone to their skin, and they're like, okay, shit's going down, better help. As they were kind of just hiding, scouting out the party, preparing to run back if any bad news befell. But they're a bit more, and they kind of forgot their mission and realized I should be helping now instead of running back if things do go bad. So yeah, they're jumping into the action.
Absolutely. And you see this large tongue trying to swat guards. Is that going to be your point of action there?
They're going to just run in and, like, dashing along the wind with their 55 feet of movement. They're going to like go down to a slide kick and just try kick into the giant earthen worm tongue thing.
You got it. All right, let's get those unarmed strikes.
Alrighty. Shabooey, shabooey. Kablamo, kablamo. 20?
That's going to hit.
And I'm putting a stunning strike into this as I try get get into the taste buds and just kind of really, really stun this mimic. So 9 damage. That's a DC 16 Constitution saving throw it needs to make.
They fail with a 9.
They is stunned.
Yeah. So you got an advantage now if you do any other attacks.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go for the second kick with the second foot. As I just kind of slide and then go for using the momentum. Oh, thank God for the advantage, because that was a natural 1 and an 18 for 26.
Nice.
Damage
for another 10 damage.
10. And
Ooh,
you can
what's
roll an extra
damage?
D6. Yeah. In chat, people can spam channel points, and sometimes they'll give an extra D6 for damage or healing. So someone just gave an extra D6 for damage. So you can
Oh,
roll that up.
neato. For an extra 5 damage.
There you go.
And then, you know what? Let's keep this action rolling. Flurry of blows.
Yes.
As I'm going to kind of get up from my sliding kicks and start jabbing into it with my fists.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 14 to hit.
14 will hit. It's a big fella.
For another 10 damage.
Nice.
And I think if I did, yeah, shift.
All right, the heel is bleeding. It is bloodied.
A 26 to hit.
Nice.
And that's another 10. I rolled max damage 3 times.
I'm watching on D&D Beyond too. That's amazing. So fun.
What intro? As they just come in, stun the tongue, it just kind of spasms, and then they just bam bam with their fists.
Absolutely. The whole shaking, unable to do anything now. It's met memory, and we'll go over to Nala.
Little baby Nala. She's gonna get up, get her shield on. Because she's going to switch to her javelin for this. Does she see anything going on with the hills, or is it out of frame of view here?
You can see it. Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
We just have it on the turntable for ease of seeing.
God, yeah.
Isn't she standing on the hill?
I am.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you can stab down.
Oh no.
Stabby.
No, I'm not stabbing. I'm stabbing. I'm throwing. So I'm trying to stay a little bit of distance here.
You're
Well, I guess- Am I?
you are on top of it.
I'm on top of it. Well, then never mind. Hold on 1 second. I need to change that.
The whole land feature
thought-
on the right side of the screen there, that's the
Yeah.
mimic.
Okay, never mind. I'm not going to do that. I'll do the. I'll just slam the. Ooh, I'll slam the great axe down. Or yeah, that's what I'll do.
All right, it's stunned, so advantage.
Good. All right. Well, if it's stunned for advantage, then there's no reason not to do a great weapon master on this.
That's true.
First one is I'm gonna spend a luck point for a 15.
That hits.
Oh, good. All right. So that one is going to do 23 necrotic, and I believe its base HP also gets, or its max HP also gets lowered, if I remember right.
Yep, because of
All right. Second attack. Try again. Oh, yuck. Yeah, let's spend another luck point. Oh no. The highest I got was an 11 on that.
Oh, that will just bounce off the rocky structure on the hill.
I figured. Yeah, that I guess let me see. Well, I'm already close enough to it. I kind of want to get as far away from it as I can while still being able to swing at it. because I don't want to get eaten.
I'll
Is
put
that-
you back
is-
down.
Yeah,
So you're
that'll
still
work.
on it, but you're really far away from its tongue.
good. Okay, that'll work. That's my turn.
Very nice. All right. In that case, we've got Bomunder.
I'm known as Bormunder the Muted to my friends. I guess I am just going to go Eldritch Blast at the Mimic.
Okay. So there's the advantage.
Okay, 27 or 24.
Both it.
Sorry about that, guys. I knocked them.
That's 15 points of force damage. And I'll go one more. That was max damage I'm learning from our new buddy. 23 to hit.
That hits.
And that time only 6 points.
Okay. So as these blasts are going into that open mouth, on that tongue, trying to carve it on the inside. Anything else?
I do, before I make any movement, I would like to clarify, like, when the worm went down to the ground, did we get any sense of movement? Like, did he leave, like, a trail where
Sure.
he burrowed?
Like, you saw where it went, but it like, the ground caves in on itself.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not like a tunnel to follow. So you kind of
Okay.
see where it went down, but where it might come up, where it might move to, is hard to predict.
We don't really have anything like that. Okay. That'll be the end of my turn then.
Got it. Layla.
All right. So, for my action, let's just cast. How's everybody doing for health, real quick? Anybody real bad?
No, I'm only 2 down.
I'm not too bad.
Okay.
I'm fabulous.
All right. Let's go with a. I'll go with a. I'm gonna just cast Moonbeam on the hill, not on us, but on the hill somewhere. Just at. Yeah, let's go with 3rd level.
Got it. Yeah, so beam shines down. You see like a bit of untransformed flesh that you was grass before. So like you kind of aim for that patch. So, boom. Okay.
Alright. And then from a bonus action, can I take the grappling hook and rope that I have in my bag and kind of hook the hook on somewhere near me and then throw the rope down into the hole for somebody to try to climb up
Oh, down
with?
at the fissure there? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
like
now
that,
there's
yeah.
there's a rope secured with a grappling hook for y'all to climb up on.
Okay.
And
Yeah, so-
that should do it.
That's
Yes,
a
I'm
Raya.
Yeah.
He starts to get up and dust himself off, and he yells out, "Go help the others! Attack the hill!" And funny because he's talking to another set of 10 rocks that fly over to the other, as close as they can, on the other side of the hill. Obviously, attacking the fleshy bits as it can, pelting this mimic. And half movement, and he'll just start to walking over towards the wall as well. That's his bonus action to command those. So I'll attack, and they're stunned, so that's an advantage for each freaking one. Matt, could you give me the AC, please?
Yeah, AC here is 13 for those.
Ooh.
Blend in with the
consider-
mount really well.
Yeah, considering it's +8, and my lowest roll was a 6.
They're all hitting, aren't they?
I am in there like swimwear. So yeah, let me roll these here. 10. What a base of 40.
Great. Now I'm thinking about mimic swimwear.
Yeah, they look pretty stylish. A speedo looks good.
No way.
You should draw one on. Whoa, man, that was a few freaking ones. Let me tell you, I rolled like 5 ones. But I rolled 2 4s. So that's gonna be 59 damage of what is it? I think it's bludgeoning. Yeah.
All right. 51?
59.
59. Nice.
And then that's my bonus action. And then I will hold my action to Eldritch Blast the worm if he so decides to get bold enough to raise his pretty little face. And that is my turn.
Perfect. And Torhilda.
Okay. So I'm on the ground. Where am I in relation to the tongue?
It's on the other side of the mountain.
Yes, and you're 40 feet down with that. So you have to climb 40 feet out to... You wouldn't have sight of it, I guess. Is the...
Okay. So can I ask, move Svanhilda 30 feet towards the mimic?
All right.
As a,
Yep, go ahead.
She's
okay.
on the mountain.
So you're
on
on the mimic. Yeah, she can attack.
Swanhilda.
Okay. So Svanhilda she can attack it from there?
Yes.
Okay, I guess I'm going to stand up
Thank you.
for my movement. Yeah, I'm gonna have her. Is she at advantage? Is she within 5 feet
It's done.
Okay, so I'm gonna have her attack it with the battle axe. So the first one is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And what am I? D10 plus 5. 6, 11 points of damage. And the second one is the same thing, 19 to hit. And 6 points of damage. And I am going to unleash Incarnation for a third strike. It's natural 19, so that has to hit. And I need my good dice for this. 9 points of damage.
Nice. How do you want to kill it?
Woohoo! All right, so what you see is Torhilda and Svanhilda moving in unison, with Svan also with the battle axe swinging into air, and those motions translate exactly to Svanhilda's motions, exactly in unison, just chopping into it, runes flying, an ethereal rose gold axe, exactly to Torhilda's movements.
Amazing. And at this point, the large amount of this hill you see is a little of a cephalopod-like and a little purple. The things change.
As my bonus action, I would like to switch places with Svanhilda.
Ooh,
There you go.
love it.
And I will... I think that's all I can do.
Nice. All right, so let's see. At the end of Torhilda's turn, then. Okay. What they want to do is they're going to burst through the surface of the ground. The worm does, and it wants to do it in such a position to get as many people as it can in a 10-foot radius circle.
Can I blast them now?
Yeah.
Not quite yet.
10-foot radius circle. I don't know.
Let me know if Spawn ever gets an opportunity attack.
Can it bounce up through the mountain?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's going for it has to come up there too.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna get Hilda and or
Would it have happened to have come up right where I had my moonbeam?
well, you put it on the mountain, so
That's why I said I'm like, there's a chance.
Yeah, I think it could have. I like that.
Okay.
Very cool. So by the nature of this, we're going to resolve its stuff first for a few reasons. Mostly because this is its villain action, and then
then I wouldn't get moonbeam stuff anyway.
I will just get it when it enters, technically. So
and then it may have moved past Spawn.
So it came up through the earth, so it wouldn't have. So Burmunder and Torhilda, what I need is a dexterity saving throw.
I'm going to go ahead and use my inspo.
Yeah.
Because I just know I need to use the inspo. And then, if necessary, I'll use Allies Influence. Come on, dealer. No whammies. What is that? 6. Is that a 6 or 9? That's a 6 and a 3. So 6 and 0 is 6 plus my Allies Influence.
I just love how dejected you were when you said that.
Yeah, and I don't know how.
So wait, what
I don't
did
know
you get?
how close you are to me because you'd get a +5 if you're within 10 feet.
If you're in a 10-foot radius together, yeah.
Yeah, so you get the +5.
So that's 11.
I'm 13, so not much better.
11 plus my Allies Influence. I'll check one off.
Okay.
So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay, 16. That's still a fair, unfortunately.
Oh no.
This is going well. I like it.
All right, so it comes up, and both of you are instantly swallowed.
Oh,
Nice.
Failing the
My
save.
stomach is only big enough for one of them.
We have the stomach representation.
You're in the stomach together.
Okay, so
All in this together.
I will kill you.
Well, Bormunder, looks like it's happened again.
all right. So okay, so we got two things. Moonbeam here. Let me resolve this. 24.
That's a save, so it takes half of 17.
Okay, and then a 14, which is probably a fail, right?
Oh, to save?
It has
Con save?
It's 2 and 2, yeah. So 17, and then probably what's that? 8. So 25. Because it gets it for entering on the action, and then it immediately starts its turn.
Oh,
so then it gets
nice.
started its turn. So you got kind of double out of it.
Dope.
So that's why I had to do 2 cons. Now I'll process any of these. I think we had Azariah.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast, 2 beam go out. The highest roll was a 15.
Oh, so both just bounce off of its thick scales.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
Not very cool.
Okay. So, Bormunder and Torhilda, in the stomach, you take 25 acid damage.
Get out of the stomach. Get out of the stomach.
And all right, let's see here. looks like it kind of has its pick of 30 feet here. Who's the closest to it?
That would be our lovely healer.
Right, so one of the tongues whips out toward Layla for a 28 to hit.
That would hit, but I'm going to use my reaction to give it disadvantage.
You got it. That was a natural 20, so back to 28.
Okay, so it hits.
Okay. All right. So it wraps around you. You are grappled, and that is 14 acid damage.
Okay.
And then I think Azarai's in around there.
Well,
I would be 40 feet down.
they're
so.
down. The closest one next is going to be over here to Nala.
Nala. Okay. So the tongue's going to go over to Nala
Mm-hmm.
for 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That is 12 acid damage.
Yeah.
And you are grappled. And then it will do its pull on Layla as you are instantly pulled into its mouth and swallowed.
I need a bigger stomach.
It's getting very cozy in here.
No save or nothing?
No.
No, it hits
Okay.
you, you go in the gullet.
All
Come
right.
on now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the others got saves.
Everyone
They got-
into the hot
I
tub.
got it for that. So it costs one of its multi-attacks to automatically swallow,
Oh, okay.
Nom 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 nom.
basically.
Yeah, I got
So-
swallowed right away, so
Yeah.
that's the only
So
swallow.
Nala's still out, and very good. We go back up to Nala.
Nom 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 nom.
All right.
Blood whip,
Eat your
blood whip,
fish.
blood whip.
Let's see here. No real great options. Okay. All right. So it's grappled me. I'm on the mountain. How does it
That-
look? Oh, the mountain's dead. But it's this is that thing we were fighting earlier. Okay.
Yeah, it's the worm. Yeah.
How's he look?
Oh
He's
yeah.
bloodied.
Bloodied?
A little bit stuffed too.
Mm-hmm. And grapple.
So
is that gonna
bloodied
have-
and bloated.
There
Does it
you
do-
go.
Is that disadvantage?
So grappled, your speed is 0.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't have disadvantage. But you're, I think, 30 feet away from it.
Oh.
Is it grappled by an appendage? You can't attack
By the
appendage,
tongue.
but it's-
You can attack the tongue if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'll try to swing at the tongue here. I am not worried about any great weapon, anything right this second. I just want to.
you got 4 attacks. You better use them.
We also have currently 9 inspirations sitting here, so
Yes.
You know what? That's right. That's
It's
right.
like the chat has no faith in us.
I'm gonna inspo this attack for a great weapon. Then
I think they
I-
heard do like freaking hill mimic, and we're like,
Or,
"Oh,
or
crap."
they've seen us play before.
Oh no!
or they've just seen
no.
any of Matt's games.
You know, it's a 7. Yeah, that was a 7. So that misses. Next attack, straight up, is a nat 20. That's a nat 20. Okay, now I can actually do stuff. So I'm going to max critical this thing.
Make sure
Um,
that there isn't a damage boost.
There is now.
Oh,
They
there is?
just
Oh.
put one in.
Oh, nice. Okay, I will use that as well. So it's 32 plus 17 plus 6. So that is a bunch of numbers.
So-
24 plus 32, 36, 56, I think.
Nice.
56 on that hit.
All right, the tongue is cut off.
Nice.
You are no longer grappled.
Moving my all 30 feet, get up there.
Nice. There we go.
For the record, this episode should be named Death by Tongue. Yes, it should.
And we will
Sounds like a weekend.
attack. I think I have 3 more attacks technically. Yeah. So let's go ahead and. I'm not flanking anybody, am I? Even though they're in the stomach. Is that a
Doesn't
flank?
count if they're inside.
It was worth it.
No. Plus, as a note, this actually has flank immunity.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. Okay.
But there's inspiration in chat.
Oh, I'll use another one then. Okay.
What?
That's a 18 to hit.
Job.
That hits.
Good. So that will be a total. Oh, nice. Of that one is 22 slashing. Oh, I'm sorry, necrotic, and it lowers it by that much as well. Next attack. So this is attack 4. Use inspo. That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That one does 22 necrotic, lowered max HP as well. And then I get my extra attack from getting that nat 20. So last inspo for me. 13?
That will balance off its skin.
What a shame. Okay, so that's everything. That's what I got. Yeah, that's everything. Including bonus action.
Alright, then Bormunder.
I do have a question from my position inside his stomach with several of my closest friends. Can I see through his gullet to any of the sky, or am I completely blinded by this?
You are blinded and restrained, the conditions that are put on by this.
How very rude. I guess then I'm just gonna go Hexblade's Curse on him and start poking him with my handy walking stick and see if I can do any damage. So, restrained, does that make me attack at disadvantage?
But both do, restrained and blind.
Yeah, so if I use inspiration, is it a straight roll?
Correct.
So I guess I'm going to give at least one a go with inspiration. And that's a 22 to hit.
Right. That hits.
And I am going to go ahead and drop a Divine Smite on.
Yeah.
So that's 9 points of damage plus my Divine Smites, which will get me, I think that's 13. I rolled the wrong dice though, so that's no good. Ignore that. That didn't happen. I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, I don't know which one of those has 8 sides. One of them.
What was the damage?
He's got to be rolled the right.
22 in total.
22 in total. Awesome.
Oh wait, I get a Hexblade's Curse gives me some number too. 22, 26 total of damage.
Nice.
And I don't want to consume too many inspos, so I will go ahead and roll one with disadvantage for my second attack. Oh, that's a really good one. That's a not so good one. So 14 to hit.
Alright, that can't quite get the leverage, doesn't do anything.
And I guess I'll do the bonus attack and jab it with the other side of the stick. I'm just sort of bouncing the stick back and forth in his stomach. I hope I don't hit too many of my friends, but you know, stuff happens. So that's a miss. I don't even need to roll the second one.
Oh. Alright. Then we'll go to Layla. Unless there's anything else, Barmunder? Bonus action or anything?
I actually already used my bonus action. I need like a, super duper bonus action.
Layla.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm
Fire?
gonna. What?
I'm not sure where they went. They vanished from the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna burn a 4th and a 1st to cast a 5th level Spirit Guardians because I feel like it's gonna be in the area of effect for that. So I'll be dropping Moonbeam. For that. So when it starts its turn, it'll be taking some damage.
I don't think we've talked about your spirit guardians. What are they?
We have, and they are just various constellations.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause I said, fuck that. I ain't making that.
Yeah, that's fine. So that is my action, and I don't really have a bonus action, I guess. Let me double check here. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Because I can't move. I can't, So yeah, that's it. Just wait for its turn, and then have it roll a wisdom save.
Got it. Azariah.
What the coins have pelted the upper mountain tops of this hill mimic. I look up and I'm like, finally, attack him! And they go and start pelting this thing again, swirling around in the upper mouth, just so in case they don't want to hit one of their friends in the gullet. So,
Got it.
and that I believe, if I recall from last session, the AC is 16.
Yes.
All right. What is that number? Okay. All right. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 misses. Right. So 6 hits. Right. Roll these. So with the base damage of 24, that's going to be another 15 included on it for what's that, 39?
Nice.
And then looking at it as I try to start climbing up the rope that Layla had put down, I will use my action then to Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
I'm sure both of those hit since the lowest is 21. So that will be. Wow. A total of 10. Or, sorry, 10 plus 8 for 18 force damage.
Nice.
What's your climbing speed so I know how far up the mountain you got?
I went half speed. I don't have a climbing speed, so
Okay.
15. Unless no, because this is a green field, it's a forest, so it's all good. That's my turn.
You got it. Then Tor Hilda.
Ay. Okay. Bonus action first up. Switch places with Spawn.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Nice.
It's a good trick.
I'm trying to run out of the stomach.
There we go.
I-
All right. She's going to attack with the battle axe. Does she have pack tactics?
Was she able to get up there?
They switch places. She inside it now.
So you're
She's
saying
inside.
through? Okay, so right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, she would get pack tactics.
Excellent. Battle axe. Ooh, natural 19, so 28. And come on, I need a good D8. Come on, dealer. Where's my D8? Oh, D10, I'm sorry. Oh, I lost my dice all of a sudden. Here you go. Okay, come on, no whammies. And 5, 10 points of damage. Second one, natural 17, so 26 and 7 points of damage. I will unleash Incarnation one more time. Shoot. 4, 5, 6. It's an 8 to hit, so that's it. And where am I? Where did Tor
You're back
wind up?
down in the cavern.
Okay, can
You're back
I?
to Victoria.
And it's up there. I think I'm gonna stay down here. I think this is a better. I think that's a good plan.
Nice. Okay. It's just going to come to its turn. And let's see. Is your moonbeam still up there, Layla?
Nope. Spiritual weapons is the
Spiritual guardians.
Spirit, yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
spiritual guardians. Okay, so
Wisdom save.
wisdom save of 17.
That is the DC, so it takes half of 27.
13. Very nice. Okay.
No, I'm
Then the stomach muscles begin to process. So those of you in the stomach is 23 acid.
Spawn spades out.
Yeah. All right, so let's see here. Sees.
Maintain concentration.
Nice. So it sees Nala here. So we're gonna throw a tongue at Nala.
Yep.
So that is 26 to hit.
Yeah.
So that will be 10 acid damage. Trampled. And I guess it'll end up going a tongue over at Azariah. Or is Azariah still in the fissure?
I'm sorry, what, Matt?
Was Azariah still in the fissure?
No, he's 15 feet up.
Okay, so that's a 19 for Azariah?
No.
Looks like it hits. Seal in there.
Me too.
Yep. And that will be 16 acid.
All right.
Then it's going to go ahead and swallow Nala. Strained.
It's not
Oh.
the room.
You know,
I
made
mean,
the stomach for Ross.
Hey, I have an odd procedural question. Can I still use my reaction to intercept damage from the inside? I'm within 5 feet.
If there was an attack on somebody in the inside,
Okay, but not for the outside.
correct.
That's fair.
Yeah. So then it's going to move in just a way so that I want to get a good position, basically. So
To
it'll
what?
go.
Swallow the last two people on the
I
board?
want to get about 60 feet away from Torhilda. Is what I'll say.
Oh, it's up the board.
Chicken.
Is it gonna drag Azariah with us?
Yeah.
Come back here and fight, you worm.
And then we go to Nala. So blindly restrained.
On the plus side,
Blind
Azariah,
restraint.
you're on the mountain.
What's that?
I said on the plus side, Azariah, you're on the mountain now.
All right. So it's gonna be some disadvantage rolls real quick. So I can swing then, just at disadvantage.
Correct.
Wait.
I'm gonna-
I'm sorry. I just wanted to resolve something to make sure before we departed. It moved, and I had a whole bunch of animated objects around them. I know. I don't remember really playing this. I know some people play it different, but do the animated objects get opportunity attacks? Because I've heard and I've seen it done both ways.
I'll have either be because it has its burrow and such. It could easily
Okay.
get out of that and still do what it needs to do here.
No, for sure. I just wanted to make sure.
But I think I'd have to double check how those work. But it has the ability. Either way, I roll it has the ability to do what I want to do without doing it.
For sure. Yeah, no problem.
So okay, so go ahead, Nala.
All right. I know there's like 7 inspos left. Are we rolling saves in the stomach right now?
No,
Okay. Then I don't feel bad for using some of these. Okay.
we'll say one a turn. I think that'll be as fair
That's
as
fair.
we could.
I'm just going by what you said. I was only doing 1 per turn until you told me I had.
Well, yeah, I think so. Well, yeah, I think 'cause we had so many. I was like, let's
All right.
start burning.
Fair enough.
We do one a turn.
Well, let's we'll go ahead and use it on the first one.
Yeah, but-
Oh, yuck. That's nasty. That's an 8. Let's see. Tell you what, though, I'm gonna not do great weapon on this anymore, since these are disadvantage. Second attack is a 10.
That's gonna, not able to get any leverage inside that stomach.
Third attack is that's a. Okay, it's an 11, not a 19. Okay. So it's a dirty 20. I assume that hits.
That hits.
All right. So that will be oh yuck. 7 necrotic and max HP drops. Last attack. Yeah, last attack. Oh, come on. I missed 2 nat 20s in a row. That's a 15.
Oh, it's not going to be able to do it.
That's not good. Do I have to use an action to try to pull myself out of this, or how exactly is that done? Is that a bonus?
It is impossible for you to push yourself out.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. And that's my turn.
The way it's ultimately done is by doing enough damage on a turn that causes a save. And it has not occurred. That condition has not been met as of yet. All right. The end of Nala's turn. It is now going to vomit in a 60-foot cone. So that's going to be the objects, Azariah and Torhilda. I need dexterity saving throws.
Yeah.
Is it vomiting people up?
I will go ahead and take an inspo for this. And I'm not near Bormunder.
Correct.
And I'm going to use Allies Influence. Let's see. Oh, that's a 14 plus 0 is 14 plus my Allies Influence 14, 15, 16, 19 total.
Does the allies influence have a range on the allies, or
Let me look. Oh, they have to be within 30 feet of me.
Okay, so the only one there would meet that is Azariah.
Yeah.
So you only have one, unfortunately.
All right, so 15's probably not going to make it. So
Okay. Then Azariah, what do you get?
Sorry, I was too busy rolling for my buttes here. I only got a 8, unless this is a magical effect.
Is not. Okay. So the DC is 19. So if you fail, then you can decide what it goes with your peeps. But that is going to be 25 bludgeoning damage from the objects, and as well as 26 acid from all the contents of the worm. Basically,
Okay.
In addition of the contents is everyone who was in the worm's stomach, who are being thrown out. They will land prone 60 feet away and take 19 bludgeoning damage.
Tor's down.
Not two. Half of the rocks are deformed and fall to the ground as 5 more float around.
Nice.
All right, Tor's down.
Okay, towards end right now. And then we go to Brominder.
Bah humbug. So how far am I from this ugly ass worm?
You're prone
60
and
feet.
60 feet away.
Okay, so I'll stand up. I'll use my bonus action to hex him and go Eldritch Blasting. So that's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
So it starts out with 8 damage, and my Hexblade Curse, I think, counts. So that's 12 damage, and then the Hex I need to roll. 12 plus a d6. So that's a total of 17 points of damage. And then I will do the other blast of Eldritching. Ooh, a 19, which makes it a critical because I have
Nice.
whatever. So I could use that. And I think do it. So I'm doubling all of these dice, I suppose. So that's 12 plus 5 is 17, plus 4 is 21. And then 2 hex dice is 5 more, makes a total of 26.
Okay, how do you want to kill it?
With extraordinary relief. I'm really disturbed by uncleanliness. So this vomit on me has just turned me rather into a rage. And so I just reach out with a Eldritch Blast, 1 from each hand, and skewer him through his eyeballs.
Nice. Boom, 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 boom. As pieces of it begin flying over the mountainside before it topples left, right, and the enormous form of it crashes hard into the ground with a tremor. And as everyone's able to regain their footing.
We have someone down.
I would like to...
Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is I was going to step over to lay on hands, but that would be an action, so...
That would be an action.
If you're going to stay in order, then I'll wait.
So it would be Layla next.
Yeah. How far away is she from me?
About right next to you.
Okay, then I'll just give her a first level cure wounds here.
You got it. Okay. Then set.
For 13. 13 heals.
All right. So Terhilda comes with a gasp of air. And
Thank you, Layla. Oh, gross. What is this? Slime.
Stomach bile.
Slimed us.
Oh, actually,
Hey, why the sad music? I'm not sad.
plus 4 more because I'm going to use one of the 2 heal boosts. Because why not?
Thank you.
So 17 total.
I guess Azariah will finish climbing up the road, and that surely was quite fun now, wasn't it? We fought very hard and no one even died. A few of us got swallowed, but I mean, it was kind of cozy in there, wouldn't you say? And warm, but I mean, look at that. Look at it. It's dead. The hill is dead, and surely these people have to think and respect us a little bit more, wouldn't you say?
I'm certainly impressed with us. I don't know if they are.
I think they might have lost some people.
We lost no one.
I
They
know.
lost 2 people.
They might not want us to go in there, bragging about it, but
I won't brag. I won't brag. Are you okay down there? Is everyone all right?
Yeah, they was like, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry for causing a commotion. I really didn't think that would happen.
Blood on the open plains is not to be done lightly.
Obviously. That's going to be a pain.
what was that thing?
It was one of the things we were talking about. We told you.
Oh. These are one of these beasties.
Yes. The great beasts.
On a scale of, I don't know, praying mantis to saber-toothed tiger, what was the scale on this beastie here that we just fought?
Dude, it's far worse than saber-toothed tigers.
Oh.
Are they good to eat?
Most of the great beasts do not bring nourishment.
Does it have a brain?
You are free to check. You killed both of these. Therefore, the spoils in which you may grab from it are yours.
Oh. I'm going to start looking through it. Don't have to ask me twice.
Yeah, I was pretty much going to do the same thing, and more of an. I started reading my, of course, the Alchemist Apprentice book. So I'm looking for things that I might use as alchemic supplies, or things that I think I could enchant or help in a wizardly way.
And I'm looking
specifically on the worm.
I'm looking for things that sparkle and shine.
Okay.
I
I'm
will
gonna-
also harvest anything that I could use to make potions, and if either of these things have entrails, I will collect them in a clay pot.
I'm going to sit within 30 feet of everybody and cast Prayer of Healing at, let's go 3rd level.
Nice.
So 3d8. Everybody.
I don't know about all of you, but I really felt inspired by perhaps people from another plane.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nala. Is this one of your things and abilities that let you turn the small person?
Yeah.
Real quick, 28 healing to everybody.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
I used up the
Yay.
skill boost as well.
I guess I'll go ahead and do my second wind. Just get a little extra
Yeah.
for a little extra 8. Because I've learned the hard way. Stuff goes on, even though we should be taking a rest now. We may not take a rest now.
I don't know what these words of shoulds are. I look over. So, don't mean to intrude, but last we were talking, we had to prove ourselves. Do you think we've proven?
Let's do this. I want to resolve a few things. So let's resolve the searching of the
Oh
thing.
yeah, I totally
Then we-
forgot about harvesting and shit.
Get together, Azariah.
I want to talk to people. Damn it!
Yeah, we'll get to
I know.
So I would say let's do this. We'll do an investigation check for Nala or a perception.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use my inspo because I think we all have one left. Ugh. 13.
Okay. I would say you find a variety of like broken swords and armor, and a few necklaces, basically sort of jewelry worth 25 gold total.
Okay, I'll take the jewelry. The armor, I don't have much use for, and I assume it's pretty big on me anyway at this point. But those broken swords, are they functional?
No.
Okay,
They're broken.
so I just use it to smack a tree with.
Nice. Let's just and then survival check for the harvesting there, Torhilda.
Okay. Sorry.
Guidance.
Thank you. Survival. Oh gosh. Okay. 2. Oh, nope. 2 minus 1, so that's a 1, and a D4 is 1. So 2.
Damn.
A 2?
A 2.
2.
This thing doesn't have entrails. So I just
Okay. Yeah.
carve up
absolutely.
something, put it in a clay pot. I'll go over to Nala. Nala,
Yes.
I see the jewelry you got. Some of it would suit you quite well. If you need something sized, or if there's a broken link, I can fix it. I can help you with it.
Yeah, she's already wearing it. Like his necklaces
like, oh.
are super big, and
It's like, okay, if you would like me to size it to you, I can help you with that.
sure.
So I'll help her with any broken links or sizing it with my jeweler's tools.
And then what you are able, so as you're tearing this apart, what that ultimately, what you're able to find here, and now you would be assisting this effort a little bit because you were looking for shiny things generally that was just sort of around, like in the teeth. You found some of the jewelry, but as Torhilda basically massacres these forms, you are able to here find there's 3 topaz, 3 diamonds, and 3 emeralds, each worth 500 gold.
I take the diamonds and I go up to Layla because I know she uses stuff like that. And I ask her if she can make use of them.
Not right now, but eventually.
Well, yeah,
Or
that's why I'm giving them to you.
needed. Yes. Yes.
Does anybody use topaz?
No, it would just make my shield of stones and gems a little bit shinier.
I can make jewelry with it or charms.
Oh,
We can save it for later if
yeah.
or sell it,
Use-
you know.
And the other thing was emeralds.
Mm-hmm.
The same. If it would increase their value, and we needed money, I could
Oh,
turn
yeah.
them into a nice necklace or something.
We could open a jewelry booth.
We could. And gemstones also have many mystical properties.
Yeah, you can make them really shiny and expensive, and they buy them, and then I'll go pickpocket them and bring them back.
Well, I don't know about that part, but we could certainly let's just I don't have to carry them, but we could certainly do something with them in the future.
Well, you should make something for yourself too.
Oh, I don't really need jewelry for myself, but these gems often have many helpful properties that we may be able to make use of.
That's good. Well, you know more about it than I do. So I will hand her those.
I guess I'll just hold on to them. I mean, that's for everyone. But if we need to sell them, we can maybe increase their value if we needed to.
How many diamonds did we get?
3 diamonds, each worth 500 gold.
Okay.
I just want to take a quick inventory and look around. Is anybody still looking kind of sketchy health-wise?
I mean, I'm definitely not the best, but I'm alive.
I put a hand to your forehead and mutter a little prayer and give you 15 hit points.
Thank you, Bormonda. And I'm continuing to scrounge around and look through this worm, trying to find any alchemic or arcane things that I could use in the future.
So, in addition, you find 30 more gems.
Ooh,
Each worth 500 gold.
30 more? I'll just put those in my satchel for now.
And basically, let me get this up here. Then loot. So it'll be 2 of each one on the lists here. Put into loot.
Whoops.
2 of each. Cool.
Yeah, 2 of each. So there's amethyst, citrine, garnet, hematite, etc.
Okay, I will put that on the sheet here.
And if you do have in mythical power or mystical powers detailed within what I sent.
That's very cool.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to read through this later. Oh, they could be added to weapons.
Yeah, you can look at the gemologist supply and such things to get more information on that. And then, what type of things go into the alchemy?
Me, I was just like looking for any, with my newly read book that I learned, spent not too long ago, just reading 2 days of it. I'm like looking for fresh things, trying to get any could I, take its secretion of vomit or something,
Gotcha.
I could
Okay,
use.
yeah. So all that stuff with the harvest check, unfortunately, has not gone well. Basically, the body fluids have been contaminated and such things.
So Hilda, I advise you not to cut anything again, please. I was
I'm
really feeling
sorry.
confident, but it's okay. I should have told the god in the sky to let me go first.
Good.
I'll make you something out of the topaz. It has the property of healing and stimulating and recharging the meridians of the body. It offers protection.
Nice. I'm always looking to add new gems and runes to my shield, and I'm sure they would adorn it quite nicely.
I think it must be worn next to your heart chakra to take effect.
Oh, that sounds quite pretty.
On the slightly mystical, in addition, you would recognize this as a raya. Your mystical stuff there is a red corundum elemental gem.
Pick that up, and out of the amongst of the tons of gems that Anala starts and everyone else starts to pick through, I kind of try to catch that one and put it in my pocket so I can study it for later and see what it possibly does.
Absolutely.
Where did these gems come from?
Well, it is a burrowing beastie after all. I'm sure it's eaten plenty of dirt and rocks, as well as people.
Oh.
I think it's hard to shit out topaz.
Probably. Well, that explains the smell.
Nala, do you think that these people are impressed with our work? Do you think that they would follow through with our requests now?
I hope so. I mean, I think it couldn't have gone any better for us, really.
It's always a good day when no one dies.
Yeah, I mean, Torhilda took down an entire hill, and then that beast crawly thing. I mean,
it's almost like she tore that hill up.
Maybe that's where she got her name.
It's not, but it's a good secondary meaning, and we all did it. I just had the final last blow, but it took all of us.
She tours hills, duh.
Bormunder, that's such an old joke.
All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and take our break, and then we'll come back for what comes up next.
All right.
Cool.
A joke so bad
I loved it. That's what I wanted.
All right, I'm going to find something to eat.
tiny. We'll hop back in, just making sure everyone's got it on back.
I'm here.
I have returned. I foolishly decided to start drinking, so now, all bets are off.
I mean, I had a little bit before we started, so yeah.
I might normally, but when you combine it with my current state of deprivation, and I'm like, whatever the opposite of seasick is, I'm land sick. I want the world to move, so my brain still says everything is moving. So it's quite disconcerting.
All right. So the immediate things are settled between yourselves and the villagers here, the representatives of the tribes, led by Astrid, as she reaffirms that there's 3 months of which you're able to stay within the photo areas here and carry out, basically prove your concept, or more follow through on what you said you would do. They recognize of what you've been able to do, are quite impressed, especially the worm. Those are usually spell death for all who would encounter them. And though she does remark that it's a foolish one, interesting enough, they're usually not so foolish. Must have made it vulnerable, but all the same, on behalf of the clans, you may pick out a space outside of the towns to have your settlement and begin to clear the lands. And as agreed for the 3 months, each of us will provide a 1/7 of your food and supplies.
It's very generous of you.
I just wanted to make a suggestion, just in case. I know that there was a possibility to stay permanently if we, I guess, invested enough in the lands lower. But what if our people do move and they built up a sizable settlement? Wouldn't it make sense if maybe this settlement was in between a few, or maybe even in a triangle-like position, so that maybe it could be a trading settlement or outpost once it's done?
This would be your settlement, so if that is what you wish, then that is fine. Having a clan of trade would be interesting. Though we also know it seemed that you ultimately wish to get back to your village. So, at any rate, we are declared there will be peace for these 3 months between the clans and you. You want to say? Was there any other things to say?
We have a pony ride to collect.
Well, I guess we should get started. And are you taking us to the area that's designated for us?
You may pick.
Oh, great. Excellent. I'm going to rely on those of you who know land better than me.
So basically, this point they're departing, taking their forces, and will allow to essentially decide, unless there's anything else you wanted from them.
Not me.
Nope.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Repeat what?
Is there anything else we want from them, or are they good to
Oh.
leave?
I thought something else was it. Yeah, I'm totally good. I mean, I said my piece.
I'd just like to say that we wish to maintain good relations with you, and if anything disturbing or unusual happens in your territories, to let us know, and that we want to be allies and friends, and if we can help you, we will.
They nod, of course. We'll let our people know we're hunting now. Began some of our hunts, so before winter comes, you will have your chances, and we will let you know. Because you've proven that you are people of your word and of deed. You do not think of yourselves more highly than you ought.
Well, we wish you success in your hunt.
So, as far as the map here, anything that's marked as one of the towns is actually essentially one of the tribal areas. And so being in and around of there would not be acceptable. Like, that would be considered another tribe's lands. But in places that are far enough away, that would be okay if there's an area that you all would like to see about.
Can we see a map of the area?
Yeah, it is in the Word Anvil, but I'll go ahead and share as well.
So blue is where we started.
Yeah.
And now we're in Yelloa.
You're outside of there, so really probably right around. Actually, because you made this other area, so yeah, you're about here because of where you wanted to meet.
Well, I mean, I think we should probably set up a place near those rivers and forests. Probably get some woodland animals, and we'll do some hunting.
Thinking to the north or south of where your point is.
She's thinking east of Desmond.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you'd probably be more around this area because Desmond's would kind of extend around here, and so this would be
maybe-
unsettled.
No,
Yeah,
I meant,
maybe like where the fork in the river is, maybe like just north of that.
You meant more here?
yeah, I meant like in where the trees are, so we can use some of that lumber. And also, it would attract animals.
Yeah. See, I was thinking maybe just slightly more left. So like where there's the fork in the river, kind of right north of that. So yes, more or less right there, a little lower, closer to the river, but yeah.
Yeah, so that you would have access to lumber, but you wouldn't be in the woods.
Yeah,
So
I think that would be. We're on the river. We're next to the woods.
Any other thoughts? Well, because your characters are sort of talking now. So I think as your character's you're looking at a rough map potentially, and you all make a decision.
I think it is wise to settle near the river. That location seems fine to me.
Or we head straight south and set up at the base of the mountains. We would have some...
Dude.
Okay then.
Stay away from those mountains.
All right then. I think that location right up there is...
It's fresh water, which is good for us, good for attracting animals, and it's close to lumber, and that's assuming that's grasslands of some sort. And it's kind of a decent position for being defended against attack, because enemies would have to go through the river to get to us. Unless we get back to the north, but then we could just have to go up there.
Yep, we would have river on, most of our sides, woods on part of it.
We could send some scouts to always stay up where that hill is.
Mm. Sound good to everybody else? Anybody else? Thoughts, opinions, questions, concerns?
I was going to suggest the same thing. All good.
And what types of towns do we have around here?
So they're more just where, like, rough settlements of the tribes and the clans.
Okay. All right.
And then where they're marked there. So, let me see here. Yep. Just gonna double check here. So you're there. Yeah, so they're talking about 150-mile journey. Actually, more like 200 miles where you want to go from where you are.
Okay.
Or, why, actually at the wrong spot. 100. I was right the first time. So, about 100 miles. So, roughly a week.
All right.
Depending on... Well, yeah, so it depends on the route you want to take. So, do you want to do a river crossing?
I mean, I think that would probably be the quickest.
But also dangerous. What's the rivers look like? We don't even know what's in them.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it'd be a very long detour to get around the... I mean, we'd have to get...
Well,
most
is it freezing up here? Is this like freezing weather still?
It will get freezing later in the year, but it is not now. It is more of the warmer seasons.
Well, not so bad then.
But I'd say the general temperature, especially in this part, you could say like the hottest it gets is around 70 degrees.
Well, then, retro question, since we're looking at this, would have been what type of wildlife exists in that river?
I would say it's probably the same types that exist that you've heard. Like the entire area is pretty much the same as far as these great beasts, they call them, are just everywhere.
Okay. Then I don't know. And how wide is this river that we're looking at?
So right there. That'd be about a 10-mile wide river.
Oh, wow.
That's too far.
Yeah, that is 10 miles wide?
Yeah, and we don't know what's in there. And I feel like we should probably move around it.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, because the river up here would be about 20 miles.
Are there any better, closer spots?
Well, yeah, because we can't stay... I'm assuming Desmond basically is claiming all the way up until the river on that side, or close to it.
Yeah, and I would say kind of this area is more or less off because like all if you look,
Yeah.
all the tribes would have claim to it. So it's sort of already taken.
Yeah. So then if we don't want to, we could head south, but that's going to have, if we want access to the forests, it's going to be across a 20-mile wide river.
See, I like our original location. My question would be, that red, is that dirt roads?
Dirt, yeah, the more walked path.
I mean, we could take some of the walk path up until we come to the area where we need to branch off around that town that I can't read from here.
Desmond.
Tonkta?
No, not Desmond. Further up.
Tonkta, I think.
Yeah.
Tonktos.
I
think it's.
This way, yeah.
This is not a great font. Just gonna throw that out there. It's not exactly the easiest to read.
So if we got real close to there, we could probably branch out east and start heading that direction, so that we stay on the path traveled. So that we maybe, I mean, you never know, we might encounter a wagon or something, or
well,
I guess not a lot.
After we leave the path, we're not likely to see anybody except monsters.
Yeah, can't we just travel with these groups that are leaving? Aren't they going to be taking this road? The ones who aren't Desmond?
So they're not like. So they're going back to Yellen, and then they'll be doing what they're going to do.
Gotcha. Never mind.
So they're kind of not.
So they don't even have Tanos, whatever that is. That's not
that tribe. Yeah, tribe is represented.
Okay.
It's just that they're all going to Yellow first. So this is like a big hunting season. So a lot of them hunt in this valley here, among the 5 towns, or 5.
Okay.
And then,
we're not gonna be able to easily contribute to the hunting if they're all hunting in the middle, in between the 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
When we're off by ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, so the culture thing would be, again, like you'd have your village, and then the clans would go to an area and hunt. And so
okay,
you'd be away for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Doing the hunt and taking back your supplies.
All right, so let's figure this out. What's everybody want to do? Do we want to try the dangerous rivers, or do we want to try the longer, who knows what path that would take us a little out of the way?
So you probably do, Sen, if you wanted to pitch your case as far as being able to better do your thing, though it is actually, because of everything about it, it being the most fertile hunting also means it's some of the most dangerous lands.
Yeah, I think going south might be the better option. We'll still be close, but we won't be close to any of the other ones. So
like southwest?
Spurus. Yeah, so where there's the text on the river south. So yeah, I'm thinking more along there. We'll stay on the northern side of that river, but because it looks like there's a bridge up there, it shouldn't be too hard for us to get lumber to and from. Obviously, there's going to be a roundabout. It's going to be a roundabout way to it, but we'd have
another. That lumber is like how many miles away from that area, though?
Well, yeah, but you're roughly there. I mean,
it's not going to be as hard as some of these other places because there are other.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sionis. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's our other. I think that's going to be the best option. We'll have a giant river there, and it would probably be a couple-day trek for the lumber to get from one side of the river around to us. But there's the bridge there, which covers a 10-mile one, and so it wouldn't be as big as our hunting party going from where we were originally saying all the way around just to get to the hunting area.
The only thing I don't like about it is it's got 2 bridges that lead into that area. Yeah. But
I only see the one
what
bridge.
it is. There's another
Where's
one
the
by Riverweed.
Riverwood, way down there
I
though.
see.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's on a main road to going to Sionis first.
Right. They would still need to cross another river to get north.
Yes.
Where we are on the north side.
I just meant if we're sending people to do lumber down there, we don't have a great defense against who knows what.
What if we settled in between the 2 bridges, southeast of Sionis?
We can't.
I think, yeah, I think
the other
that's gonna
spot.
be, yeah, I think that's gonna be too close to Sionis.
Yeah, the only
They don't-
possible is you have to be sort of here.
At which point we're
Huh?
in the woods.
Yeah, you'd
Okay,
be
so-
surrounded by woods.
I mean,
We
I
don't want
guess
to be in the woods.
We want to be near, but we don't really want to be in the woods.
It's
No.
hard to
So
see your enemies coming when trees block them.
Yes.
So we want to be on the other side of that one river. How? Yeah, so maybe we position ourselves to the southeast of the bridge that's to the east of Sionis.
Yeah, that's where I was talking about, kind of where there's that T in the river.
Kind of near, no, a little bit to the right. What if we position ourselves sort of on the road between Sionis and Yola? It's a long road, and if we establish a trading post there,
More like here, you're thinking.
yeah, I mean, we
but
don't have to be
then there
right
will-
on the road, but close to the road and establish a trading post.
Yeah, but we're also not very close to fresh water either.
Oh, yeah, so cheat it a little more towards the bridge side.
Yeah, but if we cheat it too much, then we're going to be too close to Sionis, and they don't want us too close to any. They kind of don't want us too close.
Did they
to
give us a
anybody.
radius?
no.
No.
That's sort of general. I mean, keep in mind, like there could be other places where you could get fresh water. Like
Yeah.
these are the
Wells and
major
stuff.
river. Well, there's major rivers, right? So
Oh, yeah.
like there's other like streams or potentially other things. I think more locationally, like obviously you'd want to be near one of these to hopefully to get an offshoot.
And what's that big one to the south? That looks like a really big river. Way to the south. Yeah.
I'm going through Riverwood
we-
there.
Could we do something shooting up to the north of that and just divert it a little bit?
Well, I think I think our best bet is probably going to be along that river that's to the west of the T there. Kind of just maybe just on the north side of the river, maybe halfway between the T and the bridge.
I mean, let's just stay on that fork because we can build a boat to get the lumber. We don't have to worry about the bridge after we get enough to build the boat. And then we'll use the raft or boat or whatever to start carting lumber as needed to us. And
Mhm.
that way we don't have to worry about the bridge. We don't have to worry about the west. We can stay in that area. And it's pretty open area, so we have view of everything.
And with 2 rivers, it should be pretty fertile.
Yeah.
So
We can
should be plenty
irrigate.
of wildlife. So right there, wherever that word Sorlula is, yep,
Right here?
there. Yep, I
Yeah.
think that's a perfect spot.
Yeah.
It'll just be a little rough at first while we're making the boat, but other than that, it'll work.
A ferry system, a raft,
Yep.
a ferry. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Well, the nice thing is with where we are, I'm guessing the river would flow towards us, away from the bridge towards us.
It goes from the mountain.
What? So yeah, but there's a second one coming in. So does the one from the mountain
It's going
split
out.
off into 2? Or
Everything
No,
flows
no.
north.
So both flow from the mountains to and they combine.
but there's the river that's in the middle of Sionis.
Let me do this first thing. Because basically I just want to kind of get
Yeah,
a
where does this all wind up? Where's the lake? It's got to go to a lake or an ocean. Where's it going?
It empties into that ocean.
Bay of the Dead King.
Yeah.
We could just build something on the beach there.
Yes, a resort.
Yeah.
And we can still set up our trade there, and especially if we wanted to host like a festival, because
the problem with that is there's not a lot of space between Sionis, which my guess is a port, and Solarian. I don't know. It's not
we
a very
can do advertising in Sionis, so they know to cross that bridge. I mean, I think Tovarin was kind of similar with having a lot of rivers and open land, and that's where Nala would have grown up.
Yeah, so my understanding here is that basically this one flows here and out to the sea.
Mhm.
This one goes from here and out to the sea.
Yes,
What about the one coming from Sionis?
that one's just coming from the mountains as well,
Yeah, so this comes from
Okay.
the mountains and then kind of flows there.
like a waterfall.
Okay.
Yeah. And these flow out to here.
But those don't go anywhere. What do they feed?
You're probably right there. I always have a hard time with this. So yeah, so I guess from here, these flow from springs and would empty to this, and then these would flow here, and then these
Yeah.
two flow here, and they all
That's-
combine out there. That would make more
Ah.
sense.
Yeah,
So
that's what I
building
was.
your town-
That's what I was
building-
thinking. I'm like, they're just flowing to nothing then.
We should build a town over the spring. We could sell spring water.
Well, that would also be in the middle of Sionis, which is the main hunting grounds. So it's the most dangerous area.
I think.
How about
we
to the
should-
south in Valine?
Yeah, actually, we're so close to the
That's very
mountains.
far. That's
We
very
could
far.
create like carbonated water.
I know, right?
I mean, we also don't want to get too close to the mountains for one reason or another.
All right, so sounds like we're all about this area.
Yeah, I think that's
sounds
going to be
good.
our best spot.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Bormunder checked out at some point and is having a
I figured.
Yeah, I am like the last person to ask, as I am directionally challenged.
It was good to kind of get an idea here.
Layla's going to start orienting her, is going to start training herself in navigation tools and stuff.
I feel like I should know a little bit about boats since I'm from Cragsheim.
Yeah. So about a week's journey to where you're thinking.
I just realized which three characters were having that conversation.
So I was mostly doing that conversation out of character.
I know. It's just,
Which is okay sometimes. You gotta go, hey, what are we looking at? What type of
What
thing
are we
want?"
doing? Yeah. And then we've got to stay 3 days so the Hearthstone can be established.
oh, we're going to stay there a while, a couple months if we can.
What the fuck? No.
Yeah.
Don't we need to go stop the whatevers from fighting?
Well, we can say 1 month. Set up everything, make sure.
I thought we had 9 days.
9 days.
9 days for what?
When the dragon and the elemental fight?
Yeah, they fight
Gigazul and
they fight
Duravanok?
to get even. Yeah. hmm
Maybe we should like look for caves and hide in the mountains and not be out in the open.
Oh, we're close to a mountain.
Yeah, maybe we need evacuation routes.
Yeah, it was just definitely a thing because you spent a few days getting here, and then so now you're like you would be letting whatever area whatever is going on progress. So more of that insanity is happening, and so you have more interesting things to come back to. Depending on where you choose to put your settlement, since you're choosing to put it so far away.
Let's just
I'll leave
hey,
you to
you know
assume
what?
that we're going to go back.
I've heard of this really great place called Wildmount. Maybe we should just get on a boat and go.
Yeah, maybe we could become like pirates and
Yeah. I've heard of a place called the Shattered Teeth. I read in my book. Oh wait, I can't read. Shit. Look at all this water. Let's just sail away. Let's just sail away.
We gotta have a boat first.
Let's build a boat and sail away.
or better yet, we could grow a boat and have it be sentient. It could be a giant tree, have a giant flower that shoots lasers. And it's filled with mini tree people.
A live ship?
Yeah.
You just started the last campaign. That's all.
I want a live ship.
Everything I have said in the last 2 minutes has been from the previous campaign from this group.
That's okay. Let's build a boat and sail away. Run away.
Like I said before, bold of you to assume that we're going to return there. Just
we could go up to that town, see if they have a boat we can just borrow.
We have some gems now. We can maybe buy one. Let's buy a boat and run away.
I think we're gonna need a lot. I think we're gonna need more than one boat.
We can do it.
Yep, pretty much.
I'm ready to negotiate.
So much for having a campaign on this continent.
I want to go to the Shattered Teeth. I want to go to Issyrla. Let's go.
Oh gosh.
There is an opening on Monday night for you.
Oh, okay. So, you've found yourselves. Okay, so that's the journey you're beginning to make, and then come back. So that's interesting. So is the idea there? Is it's more of a long-term idea, or because you're trying to it sounds like you're letting more time go by before you'd go back to try to get back to your village?
I just want to make sure everything's running down here and they understand what they need to do to survive before we leave them.
Well, so I think what we're going for is setting up the village people here, and then the rest of us will go back and take care of the situation up there. So I think the goal is to establish a place for them, for the non-combatants, the NPCs, to live and be, and kind of a home base for us to return to if need be.
Mm-hmm.
And then, basically establishing a home base for us.
Yeah, and how much babysitting do we think they need? Can we just say, hey, here, you guys, we don't have to stay with them the whole time because the other clans are giving them food and stuff. So how much babysitting do we think they need before we bug out?
You could make a decision just to send them and say, make the settlement. And then we're either going to get allies or explore or whatever. You could, so it's up to you how you want to do it. But there is that, because I would say keep in mind you're not dealing with super fragile people. These are people who've hunted. These are people who've done so. Not like they totally don't know anything. But
so as opposed to them being using the villager stat block, it's more like they're maybe just level 1s or something.
I actually believe I said that level 5's the base, so they're actually pretty hardy people.
Oh.
That's the whole thing. They're not totally weak. They're not like your levels because you guys are still above them in what you're doing. But they actually can take decent care of themselves. Certainly a worm like what you fought could wipe them out, but it's not. A bear will not.
They're on par with Thursday Night Party, aren't they? Level 5.
So I take it we have a level of confidence that we can just send them to establish, and I've forgotten her name, but the little girl NPC with the Hearthstone. She knows what to do. And in 3 days, they'll have some protection with that Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. What is Tor's assessment of, can they do this with no problem? Do we need to babysit them through it until the Hearthstone is in place? How does she feel about it?
Well, I would say that it's like anything. You have a time thing here. You've got approaching winter. You've got whatever is happening, with any hope of going back potentially. But I would say there's, and I think it's a little bit, on the other end, it's probably a little bit about the story y'all want to tell too. So, those are, I think, if you go down there and help them, there'll be more of a guiding force. You have more control over like some of the setups and organization and that type of thing. Whereas the rest would be, hey, we're potentially trying to keep the deals while you guys set up. We're going to already be hunting these lands and to help take care of this, or hoping to find other help. So it's really kind of direction you all want to take from here. So this is the crossroads of storytelling, I guess I'm saying too.
As my grandmother always said, the mark of a great leader is delegation.
My brain's had all the planning it can do. I need to do something. This town here, do we have an idea that maybe they would have stuff we could pick up if we were to leave? Anything, or would it just be like a...
Yeah, not so much that, because those supplies are going to get sent to you, and they don't have like the supplies. Like, you wouldn't be able to resupply yet. There's just not the inventory for it. That was part of like kind of the clan meeting, but they were going to go back and begin sending it to whatever location, and we've worked out the communication there. So I think right here, it's not so much planning; it's just what are you actually doing next.
Okay.
Are you taking your village down to its point, or are you letting it go? That's probably the first thing we need to know. From there, we can get into stuff, but that decision has to be made.
So I think what we should do is go down there, help them just get it started, and maybe like basically as soon as the Hearthstone is up and running, then we can bug out and start worrying about the other stuff.
Okay.
I'm in favor of going down there and helping them set up.
Yeah, my focus is always on protecting the group, so I wouldn't want to just let them go on their own. I wouldn't be comfortable with that.
Torhill?
That works for me.
Cool. All right, there we go. Perfect.
So we have a plan.
Yes. I would say, as far as a lot of the particulars, I think those are fun to talk about. But I think the Discord is a great place for that at times, or at least to get get thoughts out. But very cool. So you have your journey this way, and so we're gonna set this out here.
You're about to roll a d6.
Yes, I'm gonna get into that. How it goes. But I'm actually gonna chart out what it's probably gonna look like between all these days, because it's highly horribly dangerous areas. So I'm gonna do a few rounds here. So round 1 d6s. Everyone roll a d6 for me, please.
1.
6.
1.
And I'm a 4.
4. Okay. Very interesting. All right. Then we do round number 2.
Are there any long rests or anything that are happening in this time?
I'm getting this, and then we're going to go to the story.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to solve like in the mechanical thing.
5.
4.
3.
3.
Ah.
All right. Now I need round number 3.
6.
3.
6.
5.
Cool. All right, round number 4.
6.
3.
4.
2.
Okay. Round number 5.
3.
I didn't bring enough dice for this. 3. Oh my god, they're all rolling 3s. I can't believe it.
1.
And a 3.
Okay. And number 6.
4.
4.
1.
2.
So far, we haven't hit the catastrophic. Let's go to last round.
Oh, thank God.
Here we go. Whoop.
2.
6. Yeah.
2.
6.
Okay.
Wait, maybe 6 is bad.
Mm.
I'm like, do we want big numbers or do we want small numbers here?
I don't know.
I'm just rolling a dice.
The DM is making me nervous. This is not fair. I X this. No. No.
It's triggering my
Xing
anxiety.
dice?
All right. We did not get the catastrophic code, so we're good.
Aw.
I clearly need more dice. I have to go. You're making me buy more dice. Just saying.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, very cool.
Three
So,
balls of fire.
and of course, that's the first day. All right. So,
Did you just say that was just the first day?
no.
He said, of course, that's the first day.
Look at it. Look, I was looking at. No, we wrote for your travel basically, and it gives me the whole thing of your travel. This way, it was a little bit of a deal because it helps for planning purposes. So, in that case, yeah. So, as you begin moving, what are the types of things you're doing here? Or goals while you're traveling, any of that type of stuff. We want to kind of set the scene for this next bit.
I'm harvesting as much as I can for herbs and components for potions and brewing when I can. And me and Svan are keeping a lookout. Svan's probably on point.
I'm focused on something you told us early on that we were worried about keeping the spirits of the townspeople high so they could protect the ember. So I would really concentrate on going to people I thought were the key members of the town and trying to talk them up and give them inspiring words to hopefully keep them on track with their resolution to build this city on rock and roll.
I'm going to be trying to work on figuring out how to do navigation stuff specifically, because I feel like that's something that we're going to need and don't have at the moment. So essentially, I'm going to be trying to work on my gaining proficiency with navigation tools, if possible.
Okay. Yeah. No, absolutely.
During the day, I will continue getting stories, and around mealtime, I practice with my cooking utensils to try and learn how to cook and probably in the evenings, I am reading from a strange leather-bound journal, and sometimes I just look lost in thought.
Good. I'd say, Bermuda, go ahead and give me a persuasion check, trying to help everything out.
That's a dirty 20.
Very good. In that case, things remain high.
Nala, copper for your thoughts.
No thank you.
As you wish.
Okay. In that case, switch to Keptai, and we're kind of put in this more contemplative mode. You begin your travel this day along the southern areas, moving as quick as you can as you reunite with your village. You would have a long rest, because basically after this, you took the first day to just reunite, so you all can have a long rest.
Okie doke.
And then you have your first full travel here. And so with everyone sort of focused more on well, actually, yeah, we said, Layla, you were trying to go more on navigation, so what do you give me a perception check.
Okey dokey. Natural 20
Oh, very nice.
for 29.
Okay. All right. Pushing through the wilderness here. There are like copses of trees and rock, and it is rough traveling. It's not smooth. Kind of like highland almost traveling, moving through here. And what you are beginning to notice is there are some of the trees and rocks have deep, like 5 gashes of like 5 claws that have come through. From what you can tell, where a creature might have like sat, or not sat, but clung to it. Places some kind of ground level, others about 15 to 20 feet high.
Well, I'll go to whoever is kind of in charge of being on watch while we're traveling and make sure they're keeping an eye towards the sky as well, while doing the same myself when possible.
Okay.
It appears there may be beasts that like to climb in this area. Best be wary.
Climb and or fly?
Well, more than likely climbing, but not impossible for them to also fly, I guess.
Okay. We'll keep a lookout.
As you continue here, there is a you come upon what appears to be traveling two humans, a woman and a male, with carrying a wagon. And then they kind of see your rather large group far off. They kind of look around, and you can tell even this distance they kind of shake a little bit, and they kind of they basically fall to their knees as you approach.
I think Nala, looking like one of the least threatening people in the group at the moment, will kind of run up to them. Why are you on your knees?
Oh, we saw your mighty approach, and if you wanted to kill us, you would.
No.
And there was no hope either way. We just thought it's best just to give in to whatever fate would have for us.
No, we don't just kill random people. I mean, first of all, they'd have to attack us first. You should get up.
Of course.
Are you two are you two moving somewhere?
Oh, we've we are no longer welcome in our village and have been wandering, trying to find a place to, I don't know. We thought of beseeching the tribes beyond the 7 if we can get past them.
Why did they kick you out of the tribe?
In the male mostly, and the female, they look at each other and they go, we breathe. We ate, we took more than our share from the kills.
Why did you do that?
We weren't getting, felt that we were always getting the least portion. We were so hungry. And so we stole from the tribes.
Well, at least you're honest about it. Here, take my hand. I want to introduce you to everybody.
Oh, certainly.
I will lead them over. So these two folks are looking for a new home. They were with the other tribes. They got kicked out because, according to them, they took more than their share of the food because they were so hungry. I thought maybe we could, see if they could join us.
Do they have skills that would benefit?
Yeah, what are your skills?
The mayor speaks up. I am a skinner. And Tanner. She speaks. I'm fairly good with the sword. I can hunt a bit.
Do either of you know how to cook?
I mean, basically.
I mean, if could you teach me a little?
Yes. I mean, you feel that they probably know enough how to heat meat over a fire.
So
That's kind of the impression
they're about as proficient as you are.
Okay. Well, what are your
So
names? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Just what are your names?
I am Frenali, and I am Gregory.
During this short little conversation, could I have picked up on if they're possibly lying at all, and if they've been truthful?
Sure, give me insight check.
Uh, 16.
16. They seem fairly honest. Doesn't seem like they're hiding anything.
I'll look at Torhilda.
Yes, I'm trying to communicate by my eyes. Yes, I was trying to understand if they're truthful. And I raised my eyebrows I raised my eyebrows at her.
At this point, you'll hear in your mind, I believe they're being truthful so far.
I guess I'm willing to give them a chance, but
Yes,
I'm wary.
As am I. I think we give them a chance, but know that we may not be as lenient as the 7 tribes if they are caught stealing.
Yes, let them know that.
Is this conversation like
this was all telepathic between us.
Okay.
So for the group telepathy?
Yes, yeah.
It was the group chat?
More or less. I'll kind of communicate what everybody's saying to everybody else. It's not a very efficient group chat, but it is. It works.
Well,
If that's the case, if you include me in the communications, I will tell you that I can use magic to compel them to tell us the truth if you think that would be helpful.
I think they're a little scared right now.
I believe
I'm not
they're
comfortable with compelling, but you could ask them to submit to the lie detector test you have.
If it would, I believe they've been telling the truth so far, and I have no reason to doubt that they would start lying now.
I mean, they seem like good people. Maybe they made a mistake.
Yes, and I'm willing to give them a second chance, but again, if we are, we should remain wary.
Okay.
And make sure they are well aware that banishment could be a much more lenient sentence than we might give.
And she'll look at the couple again. So, our tribe is open to the idea of you both joining with us, but that we have very, very strict rules, especially when it comes to stealing. So, as long as you both are not planning to ever do anything like that again, it shouldn't be a problem. But we've just been through a lot, and so people are very wary about folks taking more than their share. Having said that, you would be welcome here, and that rule would apply to anybody here, not just the two of you. But you should probably know about it in case you didn't want to join us.
That's Gregory. I see. They kind of talk, and we've learned our lesson. The tribes will not forgive, but if you would have us, we would much prefer to be in a clan of where we don't starve. We deserve what we got, but we now know different. We would graciously accept this offer.
Great. Well, I guess welcome. My name is Nala. I am the Scald of our group. I will happily take down your stories later if you would like to share them. And I sometimes entertain at night with my harp. And do either of you have family that are traveling with you?
No, it is just us.
Okay.
Tor will give Nala a wink and say, "Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself one of the family."
We all break out the song and they instantly regret it. So do either of you know anything about this area that we're heading toward? Maybe you could help us out.
We've tried to stay quiet. All we know is this is usually only the last place we ourselves were hoping. The only tales we know one of a creature called the Necrohydra.
Necrohydra. Does that live in the water?
I believe it lives anywhere. It is said that the spirits of death, revenants, the Unskuldi, and others travel and find slain dragons, reptiles as well, or the ones that are eaten by their parents are cast out, and from the dead rise this creature.
Well, we're actually on good terms. Well, not really. Well, yeah, we are. And Scotty, we're on good terms with the Unscotty. So I don't think anything that she has would harm us intentionally. But that's good to know.
Maybe. But there are those who follow the Unskuldi who would rise these up to protect their lands or whatever they wish to do in the dark wood or these plains. But we have not seen it. We've tried to stay away. There are many dangers. We bargained the last of our supplies, then our tents, to a Nickney.
Are they close to here?
This is 2 days ago.
Oh. Well, we'll help you make more. In the meantime, you can stay in my tent. There's a lot more room now. I'm smaller.
Yes, it is quite a bit roomier now.
Or in the same town. Let's go. Okay. This would be great. Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions?
Which clan in particular were you a part of when you were kicked out?
Let me double check their clan affiliation. Sorry. I actually have it. This was I had only close the document. But that, anything else while I'm going to that?
Yes. Do they know anywhere we could find maybe some horses to ride?
Unless you would, they can look you. I mean, unless you would find them yourself. Like, there are herds that travel. If you wish to break them.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Ah, that actually sounds like a lot of fun.
We're just gonna turn this into My Little Pony.
God, I hope not.
There would be,
God, I hope so.
the Nornasur.
One more time.
The Nornasur.
Nornasaur. That's their clan.
Yeah, which is one of the 7 clans. Ashford, who you were talking to, was from the Nineveh.
Gotcha.
But so the horses, we'll see. They prefer the rockier terrain.
Really?
A
That's
little harder. It's the ground is soft here. So, the trouble would be: are you from here?
Well, not from here, but from a place that looked like here.
Okay, we do not recognize you. As far as from the clans, then there are every herd has a guardian. One must kill or appease that guardian to take from the herd, or one will find the guardian hunting oneself.
Alright, quick out of character. Does anybody remember the name of that storm horse? Because he might be a guardian of sorts.
Twister.
His
Storm.
actual name.
Or perhaps
Is in the Discord.
It's now Farstellari.
I wrote it down. I just can't find it or read my writing.
Oh, you put it in notable NPCs? Nope.
Handouts.
There's nothing there. Handouts. Okay. Ethical? What?
Naga
Oh.
Naga Fastellari.
Oh,
Naga
Jesus.
Fastellari.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever his name is. Do you think
I wrote it down phonetically. Naga Fastellari.
But he did laugh at me, though.
Yes. But it's possible that we
He's
have
really nice. And he owes us a pony ride. He, she, what were their pronouns? We didn't
He owes-
ask. That was rude. We didn't ask their pronouns.
they
What
owe
were the-
you a pony
What
ride.
was the horse's pronouns? They, them? I guess gods are they, them.
You could go they them, and that's totally fine.
They, them.
So
They
actually, the
owe
Navisari
us a pony ride.
actually the Navisari would be a he him specifically because there's a stallion.
Oh, he, him. Oh, that's right. You did say it was a stallion.
There's a-
But you never know. You know.
It's true. He could have chosen to. It's true.
The gender you're born with doesn't
But
necessarily.
This is true.
Yeah.
But it does go by he him.
Okay. Good to know.
So is he going to give us rides?
Yeah.
I mean,
they're gonna give us pony rides.
he has offered you a pony ride. That's
Yeah, I
believe,
don't think
been
he
it.
liked the rest of us.
I think he did in his heart of hearts, but he might help us with. We need some horses to get around.
Yeah,
It's possible
Rocky
he
Trump.
has some.
We could pray to
So
him
maybe
tonight.
we could tame some horses.
Yeah. So
Well, what Gregory was saying was we need to find the guardian of a herd
Mhm.
and appease them. And so my guess is he would be a guardian of one of those herds. And I'm at the very least Torhilda has appeased him in some way, shape, or form. And so maybe she could convince him to let us have a couple of from his herd.
Yeah, I get a feeling that Naga and the guardian of the regular horses are two different entities, but it might have some sway that I know Naga, and Naga's going to give me a pony ride, so I might be able to convince
Well, it sounds like there's multiple guardians.
Shadowfax to give us some horses. We got to have Shadowfax. We need Shadowfax.
Who's Shadowfax?
Oh,
Gandalf's horse.
Gandalf's horse. That's what she's.
Oh. But so it's from my understanding is there's multiple guardians.
Yeah, there's Twilight
just-
Sparkle, Applejack.
God damn, I love Tony.
Yeah, and you have to ask nicely, and I have more apples, but they have to agree. You can't force it, right? So
what I'm
we
saying
have
is
to
that
ask.
it's very possible that he is a guardian for one of the herds, because it's not one guardian for all of the herds.
You think Naga's a guardian of a herd? I think Naga's a different thing altogether in horse form. I don't think
so.
Naga's actually a real horse.
It's also
just
very
my
possible
2
that
cents.
these guardians of the herds are not horses either, like at all.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, we should go ask
I think
them.
they're not Naga. Yeah, we should go ask them.
I know Brynja can talk to horses. Can you talk to horses? I mean, they don't talk to me, but
I can't
can
talk
talk
in
to
their
anybody.
language.
I can talk to anybody as long as they understand a language.
Reminder?
Sorry, I'm trying to cut my wrist with a butter knife. I'm okay
Just
with
because
trying
you
to
have
reach
horse
out to the
trauma,
horse.
don't bring that into your game, buddy.
Do we need to add horses to the list of things to not talk about in this game?
Yeah, you've got a problem because I'm a total horse girl, and all my horses hated him.
Her
and
horse
stepped
tried
on
to
his-
kill me, that's all.
He stepped on your foot because he was jealous. That's it.
So it sounds like we're going to try to figure out who these deities of these horses are.
Yeah, maybe
So-
we should wait for Brynja to come back from her scouting mission.
I mean, we met a giant horse god and we're being told that the horses have rulers. It'd be sort of weird if this isn't connected, you know, but
That's what I was saying.
Okay, well,
but I don't
Brunhilde-
really want a horse ride that bad, so, you know,
But I do, so let's
It's
figure
all-
out how to make it happen.
you go,
We'll just
girl.
tell him not to step on your feet. It'll be fine.
You can ride. We'll hitch him up. We'll hitch him up to a wagon. You can ride in the wagon.
Does the couple look like they regret their decisions?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
They're like these guys. I don't
Half-
know.
Half the villagers that have been with us the whole time are like, oh my god, wandering off.
Well, I'd be more curious how they're reacting to the fact that we've essentially said that. Oh yeah, no, we befriended the local minor deity of chaos or whatever he was.
I think they're going between like, who are these people to who are these people?
Which is fair. Let's be honest here. That's totally fair.
I'm never going to go. The newest that we saw was they were guarded by these gray-skinned people.
Where were they?
Things.
I'll pull out my very shoddy map and ask him to point.
They'll give a general. There was a moving herd, so they're like generally here. And look at the the bottom of the creature is as a mighty flat-footed creature, 4 legs, but the top an ogre.
And how many days away were these horses?
It would be a hunt.
Oh,
so
interesting.
You'd have to try to find them. Like they're like so moving. Like you want to go to the same place continually.
Gotcha.
Let's do this. Squirrel.
It feels like sort of a distraction from our established the cow.
I know. Squirrel. I'm all about
horses.
squirrel.
Yes,
squirrel. Let's do it.
No, we can find horses after we get to where we're going to establish the.
No, I just really want Will and Jalen to come back to the campaign to find us in the middle of going on some tangent to get horses. I really think we should do this.
I mean, we can. I'm all down for.
This is what happens when you leave the chaos crew in charge.
I am all for us, pretending to at the start that's what we're doing as a joke, but let's stay focused here.
No, I want a horse. You got me at horse. You got me at horse.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we are not going to get horses right now. Let's get to where we're going to set up our village, and then I promise we will go to find horses before we head back to deal with.
Lucky for you, my family game is giving me a horse, so I can get my horse on over there.
Just to be very, I think,
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
No. I know. I just want to be sure because, so are we good? Ryan's kind of putting it out there. Is Ryan good? Do I be scared? I definitely will go horse hunting. But I would like us to get there. Is everyone okay with that?
No.
So we're not actually horse hunting. Is that's what's going on?
Not right away.
Okay, I'm good for either one, and it's okay to tell me no. It's fine.
I'm fine with us going horse hunting. Let's just get to the town first, okay?
Okay.
Let's at least set that map marker.
Okay.
And then we can go off.
I have the promise of a pony ride later that I'm going to cash in later. I'm good.
And I will fully support the hunting, not the quote-unquote hunting of horses later. Not going to actually hunt horses, but we're going to go to find horses and tame them.
So Nala looks at Layla. Fine, Mom.
I know. Yeah, Layla has to be the adult in the room. What's going on?
Because all the other adults fucking left.
This is what they get. We should totally go off on a squirrel hunt. But that's okay. We'll be good. We'll be good.
I've got to perform my clerically duty of being the party mom at least every once in a while. I mean, that's the stereotype. So, gotta play into it at least every once in a while.
I feel like we need a chaotic cleric. Isn't there a god of chaos? Oh, that was Jester. Yeah, we need Jester up in here.
I mean, technically, we met the physical embodiment of chaos, and he has promised to give you a pony ride. So it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility now, assuming you have the ability scores to take to multi-class into cleric of chaos. Then we'll find some sort of,
I might.
Domain
When
now.
are we going to level up? Because I have some possibilities.
After we establish the town, maybe.
I
day
got
3.
more chaos incoming.
Okay, we're still on day 1. We're
Oh, we haven't. This is.
This is hilarious.
Day 1 of 7. Oh God.
Oh no! I thought we shortcutted all the days. All those rolls were for day 1.
No, each of those rolls was for 1 day. So we've only established day 1 and finished that. So
you
now
just
we've got
started walking and you got to this big conversation.
Yes, we've got. Yes, we're now.
Okay, so
Moving
with
on to
that
day 2.
said, as we're no, you're not. I will say what you. Gosh, darn
I'm
it.
laughing so hard I can't breathe.
So here's the fun moments, though. So, continuing on here. Well, I'll say this for setting some expectations for this journey beyond this point. So, what this is going to look like is going to do an alternative rest model for D&D, which is that 8 hours of rest is a short rest, and that a week of staying in one place and resting would be a long rest.
And how does that impact the half of the party that does 4-hour long rests?
Essentially the same for the short rest mechanic, but it would be like 3 or 4 days ultimately instead of a week. For that bit. Well, and to get that short rest, you would only need the 4 2 hours instead of having to take the 8 hours. So it'd be the same thing, basically. So that's just for the resource management of the travel, so to speak. The way that it'll work. So it's kind of the to keep that in mind as we go forward. That's why, and we started with a long rest from your previous battle, to be clear. So as they come back, they'll get their long, and then we go into the system. So just as a resource piece, when it comes to that.
Can you repeat that? So we started. So we are post long rest after the battle at this.
Yes, those are one of the things I had said. We spent one night kind of getting together and kind of with the whole thing, and this is your first day of travel to the new destination. So we started long rested. Very cool. And so that's just that deal. So you'd be able to roll your short dice. For all purposes, therefore, as well, if you were missing hit die, you can go totally refill that as well. If your halves only got you so far, be full up on the hit die. All right, so kind of tell me how, because before it was kind of a mad dash rush from your mountain home to this area. This is now more of a relaxed pace in a sense, so almost more dangerous because there's not like lords of the areas that kind of keep things under control like the mountain lands. What do we I'll say this, what do each of your characters do for the night as far as either keeping it safe or providing or any of these types of things?
Well, I don't have to sleep necessarily, so I'm going to be I'm gonna be taking, long watches and kind of doing nightly patrols and just being extra vigilant at night because I can see really well in the night and the dark, and I don't, need to sleep necessarily. So
you're kind of patrolling the outer of the camp.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with safety of the townspeople, so I would work with the scouts and the rest of the guards to make sure that we have outpost established anytime we circle up for a camp. And my main interest would be in organizing that, making sure we're set, kind of using my military background to establish sentries and all of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can give me a charisma survival check. So if you're proficient in survival, you'd add your proficiency bonus to a charisma roll.
Yeah, so it's just a straight charisma then. I am not proficient in survival. Oh my, a 7.
Okay. Then, Layla, also please give me a representative perception check.
Alrighty then. Uh, 28.
Nice. And then also give me an insight, please.
Insight. 19.
Okay. And Torhilda and Nala?
Well, Nala requires, 4 hours for a long rest?
Mm-hmm.
She will... I think she is going to just find a place near the fire. She'll practice her cooking, and she will be lost in her leather-bound journal, reading it.
Okay. Yeah, go give me an intelligence check to how well you get some cooking down.
Intelligence. Well, I'll use my inspiration because it's going to be lost anyway. 4.
Okay. So not too much progress tonight. And then Torhilda.
Well, Torhilda also only needs 4 hours to sleep. And I think she's going to spend the rest of the time, patrolling, looking for dangers. And then at some point she's going to sit down with her rune stones and try to commune with the spirit realm.
Okay.
And ask for guidance.
I cast guidance.
All right, give me a wisdom check.
A wisdom check. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's going to go well. Okay.
I mean, I did say I cast guidance, so.
So I rolled a 6 for a 3. And we're going to add a d4 for a 2. 5.
Okay. You lay out the stones as you consult the spirits here. And what you read is about welcoming the new birth. There's runes of sun and fertility, but it seems to almost reach
What?
out to the idea of there would be a transformation.
Hey.
And something about there being newborn among you.
We're born again. Everyone, we're born again.
Is that a joke about my age?
No, we're all born anew. All of us. We need to name our village New Skullfeld. All of us are able to become who we want to be. We're all given a second chance. We're all born again. And she just proclaims it loud and proud.
Right.
Cut it out, Torhilda.
Okay.
Don't you feel it?
No.
We're all new again.
No, we're not.
You of all people, how can you deny? Look at you.
Yeah?
You're new again.
No,
I
I'm
feel
not.
new again. We have the chance to build a new community. Better, stronger, faster. The $6 million community. We can do it.
Torhilda, I'm not new. I'm incredibly old.
Age is just a number, honey.
No, it's not. You, I think, wanted to know what was in this book earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Letters, entries, things my parents wrote.
Are they gone from this earth?
They died a long time ago. From old age.
That's a blessing. What wisdom did they impart to you?
Well, I guess I just was kind of a disappointment at the end. I couldn't help them.
Oh, sweetie, you could never be a disappointment to anyone.
I wish that was true.
Help them with what?
Well, they got older. They couldn't work anymore. And I couldn't get work. So they lost everything. And I think it just broke them. I was supposed to inherit a lot of things from them. And it just wasn't going to happen anymore. So they had to sell everything for a much lower price. And in Tovarin, that's basically a death sentence. So I tried to help. I did what I could. But when you can't really provide for them, after they spent all that time providing for me. It was just, I could tell just the way they looked.
I understand how devastating that is. I was a fighter. I was supposed to protect my village. And when I returned from battle, my mother, my grandmother, and my sister had fallen. I failed as well. Maybe that's why we found each other.
Maybe.
I don't have any words of consolation for you. I know how devastating it is.
Yeah.
All we have now is each other.
And this book.
And the book. Will you read some of it to me sometime? I'd love to know what wisdom your parents imparted.
Well, actually, maybe you can help me with it sometime. Most of it is pretty straightforward, but there's some parts that don't make a lot of sense. I think it was from their younger days. They didn't talk about that a lot. I was
I'm happy
kind of
to help.
good. Sometimes when I'm in this form, I just feel a little closer to them.
I understand. If I didn't have my sister, I would be lost. She's not here in this mortal realm, but she's all that keeps me tethered to it.
Well, here, I'll play you a song that they used to like. It's from Toverin. And she'll take out her harp and she'll play a song.
Spawn will close her eyes and listen, and rest her head on Nala's shoulder and try to offer both support and take comfort.
So, the way you have to make camp is very spread out. It's a big endeavor when you take your time and push through it all, and it is a large area to patrol. And Bormunder, this is probably one of the first real nights of them getting this together, and so it is sloppy at best. Even as you're chasing it down, their brains, they've never done anything like this. You see people going off by themselves to things at the camp, not taking people with them to go to the bathroom. It is just a scary, scary security issue. And given the size of what you're traveling with, it's impossible to keep everybody on and trying to get the rest you need to move on. Layla, you keep looking out, doing your best as people go off in the dark, and you are able to hear a continual rustling in I would say, like a bending and breaking of grass and some of the ice that has already formed in the night. Of something or many things approaching.
I'm gonna start sending out telepathic wake-up calls to the main group here.
Okay.
As I'm going to go ahead and start heading in that direction and stealthing. And I'm gonna kind of shift the markings on my skin to blend in a little bit to give myself advantage.
Nice. Give me that stealth check with advantage.
Oh, terrible. 11 total.
Okay. So you send these alerts and you go to where you see it, and you can see a dozen enormous wolves, about 10 feet at the shoulder, barreling towards the camp, growling. At the same time, with your crazy high perception roll, you become aware of, from the other end of the camp, another dozen that have snuck through and are slowly prowling. I shouldn't say through. I should say snuck close. So the rampaging one's about 90 feet away, coming close, and these are within like 20 feet of tents that have gotten very, very close around some of the guards, around some of the holes. But that is, you've been able to perceive this whole thing, and as it kind of gets you how orchestrated this is, the oddity of it. We're in for tonight.
Ooh. Just picture that telepathic wake-up call as the most obnoxious morning walk ever.
I know. Gonna come up with what your actual telepathic call is as we get to next week.
Can we get the art department to show us the map before we go?
Oh, the map for this?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
No. Oh, I love the art. We need more art department.
Yes.
She's so talented. I love it all.
It'll be much better when after she's been given a week to prepare for it.
Okay, I didn't know if he had this up his sleeve already.
Well, because you got to
my
remember,
God.
so whenever there's, because these guys look at the ability, is like when there's like the big crossroads, it's like, oh, and these roads, that was sort of like, oh, we know what's coming. Because like, are you going to forest area or going to this area? So some of that was decided now, and now that we have a direction, it's like now you can plan for a good bit. We had to come to the crossroads of a camp. So I mean, you could have gone sailing apparently. Did you guys wanted to go?
We should still go sailing. I love to just make Matt improvise.
Audra would have been so mad. No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
I will ship her minis.
Oh,
I will
alright.
help paint the minis and ship them if I go off the rails.
Oh, all right. You're good. I'm joking. Oh.
It's, you know what she loves even more? When we skip entire dungeons that she has built out already.
I know
She loves when we do that.
It makes me so mad. We skipped a whole bunch of stuff in Curse of Strahd, and I made Mike put them in the final battle just because I liked how I painted them.
There was one time where it was, I don't remember how many floors it was or something, but we skipped through like 4 or 5 rooms and floors of encounters before we find. Oh, there she is in Twitch chat. 6 battles. We skipped 6 battles, and skipped all the way ahead to the final boss room. 6.
As someone who also paints for their DM, there's no actual skipping. Those
Oh, yeah.
monsters will come back to you.
Nope.
You don't ever skip them.
All right,
Nope.
those you watching, we're going to sign off, and we'll get to our after time. Thank you for watching. See you next week.